Welcome back. This is October 11th, and I'm getting ready to put my garden down for the winter. It might be a little early. I live in zone 5-6, 6A, 5B, but this is a learning experience for me. This is my first full-fledged garden, and we shall see. I have already made some beds. I've planted onions here, some garlic, lots of garlic. Like I said, this is my first full-fledged garden, and I might have overdone the garlic. That's garlic, another bed of garlic and onions, and garlic and onions over there. So now what I'm doing is putting the other beds. I'm going to leave that one go a little bit, as well as this one. I've got some celery over there I'm about to get. Got my eggplants out. Got the last harvest of the eggplants. My pole beans. Just cleared this out. And got my last harvest of some peas. Got some kale. Working on the squash. Like I said, I might be doing this a little bit early because I got a couple squash. We'll see how they do. And then I've got this bed back over here where I have squash. Some more celery. My Brussels sprouts, they didn't really mature. First time growing. Didn't really get that mature here. So I'm not sure. Well, this one, a little bit. So harvest those. I might have waited too long. Like I said, new experience. Alright, so let me get back to work so I can rake the leaves in the front yard, grind them up, and put them in my beds. Alright, got a couple of the beds emptied, put them in the compost. Got to add some browns to that. Got puppies chilling. Let me walk you back down. I have here the eggplant bed cleaned out, acorn squash and peas cleaned out, and let those two zucchini plants stay. Got one little baby zucchini that might make it before the frost. That's cleaned out. This bed's cleaned out. Got the acorn squash over here and some celery. Got this bed. I picked the potatoes a while ago. Gonna try experiment. I got my celery here. Never grew celery before. But I got all these roots, so I'm gonna cut this off and put this in a pot and see if I can winter it over in the house. We shall see. Okay, so I put these in some pots. We shall see how they go, if they grow. Got them down here in my basement because I got a couple cats that eat out my plants, so that's why I have my plants down here. So we shall see. Like I said, this is an experiment. I've never grown celery before, but I'm going to try. There's just too many roots there. Cut the tops off, so I'm curious to what's going to happen. Now I've raked the leaves. Got to put them on the tarp. Bring them to the back. I got that pile right there, and I got this pile right here. This is just the beginning. So, I got my two piles from the front yard, brought them to the back. About to start grinding them up to put them on my beds in the garden, all the way back there. But my electricity's up here, so that's why I'm up here. Well, we got that pile all ground up. Take the last load back to the garden. Well, that big old pile did pretty good. We got about a little over half of this bed filled. Able to fill this one, those two, and over there, and half of that one. So overall, and we're not even, that was only the first wave. Still have many waves to go of leaves. Have about 6 trees in the front. We won't even discuss the backyard. I usually don't rake back there. I leave the leaves there. Leave them there for the wildlife. But the front yard, I usually rake the leaves just so they don't blow on the neighbors. But I'm satisfied. Until next weekend, everybody have a good week.